In the previous episode, I packed up my bike with food, water, a bivvy bag, and hit the road for a 500-kilometre bike packing adventure, heading northeast for the next country, Wales. Planning to head across the Severn Bridge, into the mountains, then over the highest paved road in Wales, Gospel Pass.
Whoa! What a reveal that was!
I made it over, just about. I somehow managed to pick up a stomach bug.
Across Wales, into the mountains, and up to the highest paved road in Wales.
And there are a few challenges ahead to get back home. So put your feet up and join me for day 2, the long ride home. Good morning. Who needs an alarm clock, right? Oh, that was quite a cold night. Temperature really dropped down. My feet are pretty cold now. So I'm a bit nervous about getting out of this bivvy bag. Don't really want to get up, if I'm honest with you. Gotta get up. Alright, come on. Good morning. That was a struggle. It is pretty cold this morning. Kind of regretting not packing any decent gloves. But the bike's packed away. Bivvy bag is all packed away. Bike's ready to roll. So just need to eat. One sausage roll left. That's today's breakfast. Hopefully the sun rises soon and it gets a bit warmer. So, eat my breakfast. Hit the road. Right, a little bit more awake. Been riding for about half an hour or so. A couple of quite big climbs straight out of the gate. So, fun. Glad I ate the sausage roll. You can probably tell I'm feeling pretty knackered today. Up quite high though. Looking at the climbs on my Garmin, there's another big one in about 2k and then a big gap. So I'm hoping to make some good progress after stopping a bit early last night. And to be honest, got started a bit late as well. I reckon I could be home by mid-afternoon. It's not too bad. Coffee would be really good right now. Let's crack on. First puncture for a long time. I think it's moving to 28 tyres. Not ideal. It's just flying down a descent. It's a bit gravelly, but quite a long, fast descent. And suddenly you just heard a noise from the back. Could have been a lot worse. But I have 2 tubes. For some reason, one of them won't inflate. So, cross your fingers for me. Right, let's see what these Welshcakes are all about then.
Oh dear. Pretty tasty though. Sweet. I think that should get me through the Cotswolds. Cotswolds are next. About to go through Gloucester. And then quite a bit of climbing through the Cotswolds. Trying not to think about this inner tube situation. Oh, I'd find some coffee. That's been a gorgeous morning though. Started off freezing cold, and now it's less cold. I do have the tailwind though, so that should blow me all the way home, I hope. Costa Express never tasted so good. I think we're gonna make it. Oh, I just climbed out of Gloucester. About to go into the Cotswolds with a couple of big climbs. So, not too bothered now. Snickers, coffee, I'm good to go. So much better. I stopped for some food, second coffee, went to McDonald's. It's quick and easy. Not feeling perfect to be honest. Stomach bug is messing me up. Definitely not enjoying this in the same way that I usually would. It's been amazing, but I'm not right. So a word on riding 500k with a stomach bug. Wouldn't recommend it. Simeon turning up and helping me out. I think I'm remembering his name right. I was tired. But him helping me out was perfect timing. Little did he know, yesterday was getting pretty rough. Yeah, I won't go into detail. Put you off your dinner. But yeah, not fun. So to have a place to sleep at the roof and basically an ensuite toilet could not have been more perfect. Not quite cold, but we won't blame Simeon for that. The last time I had an ensuite toilet like that I slept in a quite spacious public toilet on the Scottish border. Plenty of room, around the corner, the bogs, ensuite toilet. This was an upgrade to that one. Surprising though, you lower your standards a bit, change your perspective a tad, these long rides can be pretty luxurious. I'm feeling pretty good now, so fingers crossed that's it. So now I've done about 80k since I woke up, and I've got about 150k to get home, and that's quite encouraging. Just under 100 miles, pretty much a standard training ride for me. So I feel like I'm almost there now, and I think I'm remembering the route correctly. I'm basically rolling out of the Cotswolds now, uphill right this second, but generally downhill, out of the Cotswolds, and then I think we got some pretty much rolling terrain out to the North Wessex Downs. And there's some pretty big climbs in the North Wessex Downs. That's probably going to be the last of the big challenges. But I'm going to try, get my head down, crunch through some Ks now. Wouldn't mind getting home for this afternoon really. I've got a massive chocolate milkshake in the fridge, which I'm going to demolish in the bath. In case anyone was wondering, I got to that pub at midnight. Took a little bit to get settled down and was riding again by 6, I think. So 6 hours stopped and then some broken sleep in between. It was pretty cold. But yeah, just in case anyone wondered how that went down. That's busy Swindon dealt with. Swindon's not a lot of fun to ride through. Busy dual carriageways. Did not really want to be filming through there, to be honest. I'm glad that's over. But now, ahead of me, I've ridden this road before, so it's bringing back memories. Not the nicest memories. I know, I thought that was a climb alert. I know exactly what's coming. Steep climb up into the North Wessex Downs, and then more climbing all the way through. It is nice though. It's one climb I remember towards the far end. Hopefully I'm going up over the same one. It was pretty rough, pretty steep. It was so nice. And then that should be, I think, the last of the big challenges. But I'm pretty sure that's it. I was just behind a guy in the shop buying cigarettes. I used to smoke a long time ago. 2 packs of cigarettes, 27 quid. It was like 6 quid when I used to smoke. Crazy. The tyre inflators in garages, they used to be 20p. Now they're like a quid. I guess that's inflation for you. No? Oh well, tough crowd. Roll through Hungerford and into some pretty nice moors up high. I remember coming through here once before on the way back from Scotland. Gorgeous up here. And I'm pretty sure I'm quite close to the next climb. So about 90-ish K left now. Not too much. And not feeling too bad. Definitely feeling the pinch now though. And yesterday was quite long. Tiring. Didn't feel that much pain really, discomfort. Today though, more pain. Not too bad, but My neck's a bit sore, and my hands, my backside. I think it's the fact I'm taking it less easy today. I don't want to get back really late. And all of the steep grades. So climbing out of the saddle, in the saddle, it's taken its toll. But not too bad. I think that's a good bike fit. Lots of training. Thankfully, not all that painful. Alright then. Final big climb of the trip. There's one more, but that's in the South Downs, which is home, so it doesn't count. But this one looks like a tasty one. So many national parks, areas of outstanding natural beauty. Seen a lot on this ride, and it's not over yet. Just leaving now the North Wessex Downs, cut across some lumpy terrain, and then I've got to tackle the South Downs, which is basically home. Still quite far, but relatively speaking, it ain't Wales, that's for sure. After all that hard work yesterday, into the headwind, it's pretty brutal at times. I'm enjoying this tailwind home. It's not very strong, but it's better than a headwind, I'll take it. We are nearly there, folks. I am feeling it now. It's typical, isn't it? The closer you get to home, the more you can just imagine the hot bath and the food. I'm gonna throw my bike in a bush right now. But I'm in Hampshire. That's my home county. I'm seeing names of places that I recognise. Sadly, they're places I don't know very well. So we've still got a bit of work to do. My Garmin says the next big climb is in 20k. I also know that last climb is Old Winchester Hill. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, that's where the hailstorm hit me. So that's not close, but I do know it generally rolls downward to the sea and to my house from there. So whatever happens in the next 20k happens. Let's just get through 20k and then I'll know exactly where I am. Right now, not really sure what's coming on the climbs front. I'm honest with you, kind of climbed out now. I just realised I came through here last year. The Audax Road dented my wheel. This was the route back. That day, got several punctures in the last hour. So many. The guy that was with me, good guy, stuck with me, used his tubes, my tubes. It all went to pot in the last hour. We made it back by the skin of our teeth. And I've just seen two places where I pulled over to change tubes. Quite close together. So this is the road I was on. It's giving me bad vibes. Considering I possibly don't have another tube, I better be careful. Not long to go. Okay, just about to roll into the final climb. Final big climb anyway. Got to enjoy this one, in the knowledge it's the last one. And after that, it's generally downhill home. And thankfully, it's clouded over now. There's a little more sun. Should make this one a bit more bearable, a bit less sweaty. Let's get it over with then.
We made it. Can't really see it. Down there is Portsmouth, the ocean, the south coast. We made it back. Pretty pooped, but pretty pleased with that. That was an amazing adventure. Didn't quite go perfectly, but then they never do. Bikepacking adventures like that, one or two things might go wrong. Puncture, stomach issues. There's so much amazing stuff happened. Dropping down into that valley and seeing the mountains for the first time, had that image in my head for a while. It was a great trip. If you're watching this and you're interested in these kind of adventures, consider subscribing. And if you're interested in giving it a go, then at some point soon, I'm going to make a video on how to plan and execute trips like this. All in all, it's about 510 kilometers, about 18,000 feet. It's well over half Everest. Too tired to work out how many hours, but I'll sort that out later. So if you know this area, Portsdown Hill, it's a roll down and then pan flat into Portsmouth. That's all I got left. So if you see my face again, it's because I got a puncture in the last few miles. So in the nicest way possible, I'll see you on the next one.